The future of artificial intelligence is unfolding faster than ever before. Anthropic has officially launched Claude Design, powered by the new Claude Opus 4.7 model, a move that has effectively settled all open market timelines and left investors scrambling for what comes next. This massive release has sent ripples through the prediction markets as traders pivot their focus to the roadmap for the highly anticipated Claude 5.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to prop it up? Meet the Pop Sockets phone grip with expanding kickstand in black, your new must-have accessory. Don't miss out. Grab yours today. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Legal battles are intensifying as Anthropic takes a stand against the Pentagon in a high-stakes court confrontation. The company is fighting back against claims of supply chain risk, filing a major brief to clarify that it has no control over its technology once deployed in classified military networks. This is a crucial moment for Anthropic, as it defends its reputation following a rocky contract dispute that saw rival OpenAI step into the void. Security concerns are reaching a boiling point with the emergence of Mythos, a powerful new AI tool from Anthropic that is reportedly too dangerous for public release. While Anthropic is limiting access to a select few industry giants under Project Glasswing, Australian infrastructure providers are raising the alarm that they lack the access needed to defend their own vital systems. Experts are warning that the speed of this AI-driven evolution is moving far beyond traditional cybersecurity defenses. The debate over national security and frontier AI capabilities shows no sign of slowing down as experts like Alastair MacGibbon call for urgent government intervention. From global banking systems to critical utility infrastructure, the race to secure our digital future against AI-powered threats is just getting started. Stay ahead of the curve by hitting the subscribe button and turning on notifications so you never miss an update on the technologies shaping our world. Ever wondered if prediction markets can actually see the future? Well, the latest move from Anthropic just turned that question into a masterclass on market finality. On April 17, 2026, the tech world was buzzing as Anthropic officially pulled the curtain back on Claude Design, powered by the highly anticipated Claude Opus 4.7. But beyond the impressive specs of this new model, the release had a massive ripple effect on the world of decentralized prediction platforms like Polymarket. For weeks, traders had been betting on whether this release would land by the end of April, May, or even June. The launch date of April 17 didn't just drop the product, it effectively nuked the betting markets surrounding its release timeline. With the launch occurring early, all these contracts hit a definitive 100% yes, turning once speculative bets into settled history in an instant. It is honestly fascinating to see how the market reacts when certainty replaces ambiguity. Trading volume dropped to virtually nothing because there was simply nothing left to bet on. These contracts are now effectively dead, serving as a reminder that in the world of crypto predictions, the news cycle is the ultimate arbiter of value. So, where does this leave the savvy trader? If you are looking for that next adrenaline rush, the focus is already shifting toward the horizon, specifically the rumors surrounding Claude 5 and how shifting U.S. export policies might shake up the competitive landscape. If you enjoyed this breakdown of how AI meets market intelligence, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update on the next big market shift. After all, in a world moving this fast, the only thing more dangerous than being wrong is being late to the data. Imagine you are building the most advanced brain on the planet, only for the government to turn around and label you a national security risk. That is the bizarre, high-stakes reality facing AI powerhouse Anthropic right now. The company is officially firing back at the Pentagon, taking a bold stand in an appeals court to debunk claims that they hold some kind of secret off switch or manipulation power over their Claude AI once it is deployed within classified military networks. In a massive 96-page filing, Anthropic is essentially telling the court, "Stop calling us a supply chain threat." They argue that the Pentagon's move to stigmatize them, a designation usually reserved for foreign adversaries looking to sabotage U.S. security, is nothing more than illegal retaliation. It is a classic David versus Goliath scenario, but in this version, David is a multi-billion-dollar tech firm and Goliath has a nuclear arsenal. This all stems from a nasty fallout over a $200 million contract, specifically concerning how AI should be used in autonomous weapons and domestic surveillance. When Anthropic pushed back, the Pentagon pulled the plug. Interestingly, it didn't take long for rival OpenAI to step into the void and sign a deal with the military, making this feel less like a policy dispute and more like a high-tech corporate turf war. Anthropic has already secured a win in a San Francisco federal court, forcing the administration to temporarily drop those risky labels. But this DC appeals court battle is the one that really counts. With oral arguments set for May 19, the pressure is mounting. The big question here is, who really controls these black box systems once they enter the government ecosystem? If the Pentagon can't prove Anthropic is a risk, we might be looking at a major shift in how the military adopts private sector AI. What do you think? Is the Pentagon overstepping, or should any company building military-grade AI be under the tightest possible scrutiny? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for more updates on the AI arms race, and stay tuned. Because when it comes to the future of warfare, the tech is moving faster than the law. Imagine building a world-class AI, only to have the federal government label you a national security risk. That is exactly the high-stakes reality Anthropic is currently facing. In a bold move this Wednesday, the AI powerhouse told an appeals court that it physically cannot manipulate its signature AI tool, Claude, once it is deployed inside the Pentagon's classified military networks. This is not just a technical defense. It is a desperate attempt to clear their name after the Trump administration effectively branded them a supply chain threat. The conflict stems from a heated lawsuit filed last month over a messy contract dispute. At the heart of the disagreement, the ethical boundaries of AI in autonomous weaponry and domestic surveillance. Anthropic claims the Pentagon is playing dirty, using a national security label meant for foreign saboteurs to retaliate against them. While Anthropic actually scored a major win in a San Francisco court earlier, the battle in Washington is a different story. They hit a temporary wall when the court refused to block the Pentagon's actions, leaving a dark cloud of suspicion hanging over their business. Meanwhile, the clock is ticking toward the May 19th oral arguments, and the stakes could not be higher, especially considering OpenAI has already swooped in to secure a deal with the military after Anthropic's $200 million contract was abruptly axed. It is a classic tale of tech versus bureaucracy, but with the future of global defense on the line. What do you think? Is the government being overly cautious, or is this a blatant case of corporate bullying? Hit that subscribe button to keep up with this unfolding story, and remember, in the age of AI, the invisible battle for control might just be the most important one of all. Imagine a world where a piece of software is so dangerously intelligent that its own creators decide it is too risky to unleash on the public. This isn't a sci-fi flick. It's the reality of Anthropic's new AI model, Claude Mythos. This tool can link together millions of lines of code to turn tiny, invisible security flaws into massive, system-breaking vulnerabilities. But here is the kicker. While tech giants like Microsoft and Apple get to use it to patch their defenses, Australian power grids, local banks, and critical infrastructure firms are left out in the cold. It begs the question, are we just building bigger moats while our adversaries start deploying hypersonic missiles? Alastair MacGibbon, former National Cybersecurity Advisor, didn't mince words when he said our society is at risk. And he's right. The sheer speed of this tech is staggering. We are seeing major advancements every 3 to 6 weeks. While some might think being under the umbrella of global tech companies offers us protection, the reality is more fragmented. Australian firms often rely on niche, stacked software solutions that aren't being built with our specific infrastructure in mind. We are essentially watching a high-stakes arms race from the sidelines. So what's the move? Experts aren't saying it's time to head for the bunkers or buy gold bars, but they are sounding an urgent alarm. We need to be proactive, not reactive. The Australian government is starting to engage with firms like Anthropic, but there is a growing consensus that we need a more coordinated effort, getting infrastructure providers, AI developers, and security experts in the same room to build a unified strategy. As technology evolves, our regulatory approach needs to keep pace, rather than just clinging to outdated playbooks. Ultimately, the rise of AI in cybersecurity is a double-edged sword. It can be our greatest shield or our most sophisticated threat. We need to stop wondering if we should build a deeper moat and start acknowledging that the game has completely changed. What do you think? Is Australia doing enough to keep our digital sovereignty safe, or are we falling behind in the global AI race? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the tech that's shaping our future.